everyone, welcome back to my channel and happy Saturday. For today's video, as you guys might already can tell from the title, I'm going to do some comparison over two of my most favorite luxury handbag at the moment, and it is none other than these two Chanel beautiful handbag. So this is the Coco handle and another one is the business Affinity. So we are going to compare them side by side, and I'm going to tell you in a very detailed way about these two difference of the Coco handle and the business Affinity. And I really hope this video can give you some inspiration in choosing which one that you love more. For me, I couldn't decide, so yeah, I'm going to tell you in particular. And if you still have any question, of course, you can just pop down your question in the comment section down below. So before I started this video, if you are brand new to my channel, let me introduce myself. My name is June. I'm posting video every single week about my lifestyle and my luxury handbag. So if you're someone who loves to watch lifestyle video and to watch luxury handbag video, of course, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and ring the notification bell button so you will be notified every time I post a video like today. So without further ado, let's start it. Boom, boom, boom. So guys, this is the two Chanel handbag that I just mentioned before. So I don't know where to start actually, but let's start with the maybe most obvious thing, which is the size. If you can compare the size, actually it looks quite similar, but I think in particular this Coco handle is more wider, like more long, and the business Affinity is shorter. But in terms of the width, the business Affinity is more wider, but the Coco handle here is more shorter. And in particular, for me personally, I always feel that this Coco handle can fit a little bit more than the business Affinity. Not that much though, but yes, this Coco handle can fit a little bit more than the business Affinity right here. And if you can pay more close attention to the lock right here, the Coco handle lock right here is more smaller than the business Affinity lock right here. So if you compare it side by side, it looks like this. So yes, the lock itself is not that same size. And if you look at the back right here, this is a Mona Lisa pocket, a really iconic kind of pocket in a Chanel. But in this business Affinity, there's also a pocket, but the pocket is not really like the Mona Lisa pocket. It's just like a normal slot-in pocket. And I always feel that this normal slot-in pocket can fit much more than the Mona Lisa pocket here. But which one that I prefer, I don't have any preference actually, because same purpose. It doesn't mean that you have to put a lot of things in this back pocket. It's just for you to easily grab things like your card or your, like, you know, a bit of your cash. So I always feel that there's nothing much different in terms of the size. And for the handle part, you can see the Coco handle part is much more higher compared to the business Affinity. So the Coco handle you can always slot into the crook of your arm, like in the crook of your arm like this. But in terms of the business Affinity, you don't even can slot in your, you know, crook of your arm. You definitely have to just top handle it. That is the difference of the handle right here. As you can see, I put it in a comparison for you. And for the length of the chain, let's see the length of the chain. Definitely the business Affinity one is longer than the Coco handle. I'm going to share you in a real comparison when I style them, so you can see that the business Affinity is much more longer than the Coco handle. For me personally, I feel that the Coco handle looks much more beautiful when you just shoulder strap it instead of crossbody it. But for this business Affinity is mostly crossbody. Different people have their different preference, so if you wanted to shoulder strap it as well, it's up to you. It's really really up to you, it's your style. So yes, that is about the chain. And for the details, actually the detail is quite similar. So in the lock, definitely there is like a Chanel logo right here, even though it's very small, but you always can see the Chanel logo. And as well in the strap, there's always a Chanel logo, and there's also the address of like 31 Rue Cambon, Paris, Chanel in the handle. And if you're opening up the flap, definitely here is always have the Chanel Paris as well. And both of the bag are made in Italy, so both of them are say made in Italy. And in every of the zipper, there's always a Chanel logo or either like Chanel wording like this, which is super great. I love this kind of small detail because this is what we are paying for, because Chanel is just so expensive. So I really wanted to make sure that our money is worth it, because there's a lot of small little details that Chanel been paying attention to. And one thing that I really prefer Coco handle over the Business Affinity is the fact that this Coco handle, we can detach the shoulder strap right here. So like this, we can always detach the shoulder strap from the Coco handle. While for this Business Affinity, we don't really can take out this shoulder strap, it will just be here. But for me personally, I always wear it as a crossbody bag as well, so this shoulder strap is always comes handy. And both of the bag right here always have this bottom protection at the bottom of the bag, which is very nice, because it's really help to protect your bag, to minimize any risk of scratches the bottom right here. So it's always have this protection, which is I really appreciate them, as they are really helping a lot. And even when the table is wet, it's not going to wet the bottom of your bag, which is so great. I really hope that Chanel will always put this button in their every single bag, because the mini Chanel don't have this like protection button. So I really anxious every time I need to put my mini Chanel in the table, because I really have to make sure that the table is clean before I can put my mini Chanel. But in this two bag, it's very nice because they have a protection button below. And oh, I don't know whether I already mentioned it, but it is very obvious, right, that this pattern is a chiffon pattern, and this one is in a quilted kind of pattern. Of course, again, the iconic Chanel comes in a quilted kind of pattern, but I feel that this chiffon looks very modern and very elegant as well. So I really love that I do have these two options to, you know, change my moods. If I wanted to be classic and vintage, I can just go to the quilted type. And if I just be modern and just wanted to like show off, like easygoing a little bit more in that day, I can always grab my chiffon pattern type of handbag. So yes, these two kind of option is always very good. Now guys, let's go into the inner lining of the handbag. So let's open it up and see what is the inner side looks like. So in this Coco handle, as you can see, the inner lining is a little bit different from the Business Affinity. For the Business Affinity one, all the inside lining comes in a leather, but for this Business Affinity, some of them come in a fiber or cloth type. It's not full leather. Actually, I don't have any issue as well whether it's come in a cloth type or in a full leather type. I just equally love them as long as they are practical and functional, of course. And for this Coco handle type, there's actually 4 compartments to be detailed, because this is the first big compartment and this is the second small compartment. In the middle, there's like a card holder place, and of course there's another like zipper compartment at the back. So there is like 4 compartments for the inner lining of this Coco handle. Meanwhile, for this Business Affinity, there's like a zipper in the front of this Business Affinity. As you can see, I seldom though put anything in this zipper because I just feel like it's just a little bit not practical to opening up the like the zipper, but still you can put a lot of stuff, and it's just quite big as well for the space. But for me, I never put anything. And if you see the lining inside the Business Affinity, it's actually, you can say that it's a 3 compartment, but there's like no middle compartment to separate this big compartment. So here you have this like small slot-in pocket, and of course you have this zipper compartment right here. But other than that, it's just like a big whole space in the middle. That is why I said that Business Affinity is a very practical bag, just because like spacious enough, is easily for you to just put in your things, take it out, and easily for you to just see and pick your stuff as well, because it's just this, you know, like spacious, and it's easily for you as well to close it up again. So that's what I really love about this Business Affinity. The only things that difference between the Business Affinity and the Coco handle is this button. I feel that this button is the one that really make it different between these 2 bags. Because for Business Affinity, you can, you know, close up the button like this. Like if you wanted to close the button, it really can close up, and it's really just shrink out the bag. It's make it very compact. So the Business Affinity can be more versatile in my opinion, because you can really like string it down, or if you wanted to expand it, you can always expand it just by taking out the button. And the last thing that I really wanted to mention as well is about this handle. As you can see, I already mentioned it earlier that the Coco handle, of course, is higher than the Business Affinity. So in that way, when you open up this Business Affinity like this, it's just super comfortable because the handle will not like stick out too much. So you can just easily bend it down. But for this Coco handle, because the handle is just a little bit like high, so when you just wanted to open it out, the handle will stick out so much, and it's really like very structured, and it just couldn't be bent. So it's not that flexible in that way, and it tend to, you know, hurt me a little bit whenever I wanted to open up when I just crossbody it. But other than that, I feel that it's okay. It's called Coco handle because you need to handle it like this, and the Business Affinity, I tend to just, of course, again, crossbody it. So guys, that's it for my comparison about the Business Affinity and the Coco handle. If you like this video, please give me a like and a subscribe. And if you still have any question, don't hesitate to just give me your question in the comment section down below. I try my best to answer you. So I see you in my next video.